Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm Steve Wooderson from Des Moines, Iowa, and today I serve as President-elect of the Council of State Administrators of Vocational Rehabilitation. We know that people with disabilities have a history of low employment. In fact, if you experience a disability, you can anticipate twice as many people with disabilities not having a job as individuals that do have a disability. As a result of that, the Public VR program was established in 1920 with the express purpose of increasing the rate of employment for people with disabilities. And today, the Public Vocational Rehabilitation Program serves approximately 1 million consumers in our country every year. The public perception of people with disability has changed over the last several years, much in part due to the Americans with Disabilities Act, many other pieces of legislation that have brought that to the forefront. We know that there are many people with significant disabilities in our country that can go to work and want to go to work. As a result of that, in 1998, the Rehabilitation Act was reauthorized as Title IV of the Workforce Investment Act. The Public VR program was identified at that time as being a mandatory partner in the one-stop delivery system. The hallmark of our program is specialized counselors highly trained to work with individuals with significant disabilities to identify their unique needs, their unique abilities, and develop a customized, individualized career plan to help put them back to work. Mr. Chairman, in Pharr, Texas, we have a gentleman by the name of Mario that went to work after losing his previous job due to his disability being post-polio syndrome. We worked with our National Employment Network team and were able to help him in Texas look at what the job market was like, identified opportunities for guidance and counseling, provided him with some prosthetic advices. And today he works for Convergys, a national company, and he's able to work out of his home as a result of the work of the Texas VR agency. Steve came to us as a young man in high school, junior, as many people do who are looking to transition from high school to post-high school activities. Experienced a learning disability, attention deficit disorder, also had difficulty with his speech as well. He wanted to go on. Our vocational rehabilitation counselor worked with him, with his school teachers, developed supports for him so that he was able to obtain a job experience, eventually go to college with the support of VR. And today, Steve is a school teacher in Goose Creek, Iowa, making $30,000 a year. He's also a coach in that school system. We're also seeing an increased referrals of our soldiers and servicemen, servicewomen coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan, seeking services from the Public VR program. Marine Lance Corporal Webb is a native of Alabama. Went to serve our country in Iraq, was there 2 weeks, was injured. As a result of his injury, he lost a leg. He came back to Alabama looking for work. Our Alabama agency was able to work with the local employer. Alabama Power accommodated the workplace. He was hired as a dispatcher, and today he's actually moved into another job where he is a property management specialist. The demand for our services continue to rise. At the same time, our resources and our capacities continue to decrease. Some of the challenges that we're facing in the Public Vocational Rehabilitation Program is the mandatory COLA, identified as being a floor. In reality for us, it's become a ceiling. In 2008, 36 of our state agencies experienced waiting lists because they were unable to serve all individuals, meaning 35,000 individuals with disabilities were waiting to access services from the Public Vocational Rehabilitation Program. The Workforce Investment Act wisely consolidated a number of programs into one. We agree with that. At the same time, the total dollars that are available for employment and training has reduced, creating additional challenges for us. Because of the complexity of the nature of the work of the Public Vocational Rehabilitation Program, serving folks with wide ranges of disabilities and very significant disabilities, our council believes that the Public Vocational Rehabilitation Program, our participation in the one-stop career centers, must be considered in light of those challenges, and our outcomes must be evaluated in light of those challenges as well. We are very grateful to the bipartisan support for the stimulus package, where we look to have $500 million come to the public vocational rehabilitation program. We believe that's going to go a long way to eliminate those waiting lists, hopefully completely eliminate those current waiting lists as they are today. We are proud of the history of the VR program. We believe that the data is there to show the value added. In fiscal year 2007, the public VR program, with our partners, put 200,000 people with disabilities to work in this country. They earned $3 billion in wages. They paid $966 million in federal, state, and local taxes, and generated 36,000 additional jobs. Our figures show that they will pay back the cost of their rehabilitation in 2 to 4 years in taxes alone. Mr. Chairman, thank you for the opportunity to speak, and look forward to responding to any questions you may have.